so-called one-child policy relaxation is a surprise. As you were pointing out there, Geeta, couples, if one of them is an only child, will be able to have more than will be able to have more than one child. Previously, both parents needed to be an only child. So certainly that is a significant move. I think the reason it's happened is because of growing concern for a couple of reasons. One, China's population is rapidly aging because, of course, you don't have lots of children being born. And second of all, there's growing concern over the fact that the country's working age population is shrinking. The number of workers in China has peaked, and that, of course, has consequences down the road in terms of economic growth. In terms of the Labour camp, well, there had been a drumbeat over several months that the authorities were talking about perhaps reforming this system, but now we have this statement from the state-run news agency, and they say they will abolish labour camps. Now, labour camps were used for petty criminals. People accused of minor crimes could be sent to these labour camps for up to 3 years without a trial. So it's clear that China's leaders seem to be sending a signal that they want to see a greater legal framework when it comes to these types of cases.
The one-child policy change is obviously the most eye-catching, Martin, but some other reforms on the economic front also announced. I mean, what does this overall tell us about the thinking in Beijing?
Well, I think there's a few things. I think in terms of the economy, we seem to be getting a sense that they're trying to liberalise, they're trying to promote the private sector. In terms of social policy, we've seen with the one-child policy, the so-called one-child policy relaxation, they're moving on that front. In terms of political reform, well, there hasn't been any. So I think some people believe that they're relaxing on social issues in terms of the economy, they're relaxing, they're liberalising, but when it comes to political control, when it comes to cracking down on dissent, then China's leaders who've now been in power for a year or so are still taking a very, very tough line.